A direct strike in broad daylight. Rescuers rush in, but it's too late. It's too graphic to show in full, but the bodies being pulled out belong to 3-month-old Samud and her 3-year-old brother, Nabil. This cell phone footage was sent to CNN by the rebel Houthi-backed media group Ansar Allah Media, a rare glimpse of life under bombardment in Yemen. Bashar is taking us down through his house, down, to the family's hiding place. This is where the children have been taught to come when they hear the familiar drone of planes overhead. Bara and her family aren't so lucky. They had to improvise.
هذا هو المكان الذي نتخبى فيه. هذه الأدوان المجهزة عندما يضرب الطيران أو نسمع تحليقه.
For the last 3 years, Yemen has been the site of a devastating proxy war, pitting Iranian-backed Houthi militias against a US-backed Saudi-led coalition, seeking to restore the government of overthrown President Abdurrabbu Mansour Hadi. In that time, local activist groups have collated data showing an estimated 17,000 aerial strikes as Yemenis attempt some semblance of normal life. These are some of the stories of life under bombardment. On August 9th, the world was aghast when images emerged of schoolboys covered in blood after their bus was hit by a coalition plane. A CNN investigation subsequently identified the 500-pound bomb dropped directly on the bus was supplied by the US to the coalition. We now know that wasn't the first or last incident of civilian deaths using US-made armaments, just the first to hit the headlines in years. Using images collected by award-winning Yemeni activist group Multanna and independently verified by CNN as having been American-made, CNN has been able to identify at least 11 separate incidents of coalition strikes on civilian areas using US-made armaments. Lockheed Martin during the bus attack, but also Raytheon and the US Air Force Material Command. It is a litany of death made in the USA. And yet the US State Department has certified to Congress that the Saudi-led coalition is undertaking demonstrable actions to reduce the risk of harm and that arms sales to the coalition could continue. When CNN reached out on our findings to the Pentagon, spokeswoman Commander Rebecca Rabarek said it called upon all parties to take all feasible precautions to avoid harm to civilians. The final decisions on the conduct of operations in the campaign are made by the members of the Saudi-led coalition, not the US. Many of these weapons were precision-guided. We wanted to see the aftermath for ourselves. CNN was able to send a team to Hajj province. There, our cameraman met 12-year-old Hayal Jarrad. In April, a coalition bomb struck a village wedding.
والطيران جاء حلق علينا وما أدركنا لم نلقى الضربة وهنا تجرحت من الطيران هنا في الإسعاف.
You can see here the moments before the planes arrived, killing 21 people, 11 of them children. This is part of the missile tail used in the attack. A weapons expert helped CNN trace it back to the US-made GBU-12 bomb manufactured by Raytheon. Hayal was one of the lucky ones. Yahya Madbi will spend his life on crutches, and Hayal's brother was killed. As the team conducts the interviews in the distance, a plane is heard, and the children scatter. In a rare moment of respite, Barat's little brother is allowed out to play with his friends in the courtyard. Our cameraman asks why he doesn't play in the street. He knows the sound by heart. His cue to run towards safety there is. Ni'mal Baghir, CNN, London.